So
How do you think Leon would feel about the different colored uh, artificial turf? I don't think he would like it at all.
I don't think he would either.
No, he wouldn't.
So okay, so there's an issue here. Oh, they're testing. They're testing Studio 101, so
Right.
we're going to hear the radio station as it is. Are they hearing the radio station? They're not hearing the radio
No.
station, okay. But they are hearing us talk.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. See, that's what all this stuff is.
Yeah.
Up there, and then they ran it over and across the top. We good? All right. Excellent.
All right.
All right. So we'll do this. Jimmy?
Well, no, I was just being big voice. I don't have to be.
We need your label maker. Put Jim on there.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Just anonymous.
I know you do.
Anonymous. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard.
And I'm just getting started, getting feet wet. It's all a repetition, ain't a secret.
All facts, up leg dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every debt. Oh, the hardest. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
Here we go. Tiger brief. 1, 2, 3.
Go hard.
to the clock.
All right, fans, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats so that we can join together for a moment of silence. In order to appreciate our lives in this moment, pray for what
Kick out of bounds. Mount Pleasant will have 5 yards from the end of the kick. First down, Terrell.
Bayless kick travels out of bounds. And the Tigers start their first drive from their own 35-yard line. Ball carries number 3, Tamayan Ambers. Tackled by number 23, Brandon Mathu. 7-yard gain on the play. Brings up second down and 3. Cameras pass complete. Good for a gain of 6. And that's good for another Terrell Tigers first down. Handoff goes to number 3, Tamayan Ambers. Brought down by Mount Pleasant at the 44-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play. Second down and 5. Number 1, Cooper Kenner, the ball carrier. Brought down by number 6, Emmanuel Harris. 5-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down and 10 for the Tigers. On the 49-yard line.
A little fake toss sweep to the right and throw it back to the left. That's Ryson Martin that picks that up. He gets 10 yards down to the 39-yard line. I believe they're going to move the sticks on that. No, they're going to place it at the 38, so that is going to move the sticks. Another first down.
Yeah, great run after catch on that. And he gets right to the sticks where we need to.
Corner over the right side down the Mount Pleasant sideline. He rumbles for a big gainer. Looks like they're going to place it somewhere around the 24-yard line.
That young man accelerated when he hit that corner. And boy, he was going. Now, he may have paid the price a little bit for that.
Did a great job for Mount Pleasant for a no gainer there.
Yeah, that was savage for Mount Pleasant. They list him at 240.
He's bigger than 240.
I think to say that's before he had those 8 biscuits for breakfast because he's a big boy.
That That 240 is our Chamber of Commerce numbers, probably. All right, same set. Keandre's on the right side. He comes and moves over to the left side. Quarterback under center. Toss sweep to the left side, and that is number 4, Cordrick, once again. And number 12 for Mount Pleasant sniffs that out. That's Dexter King coming up making the tackle. Tigers hitting tough sledding in this offensive set. It's 3rd and probably 8.
Well, that first one, the defensive lineman just kind of gathered it up, and that was an outstanding play by number 12 right there. That was a good open field tackle, man. That was a nice play. But, hey, it's 2 down territory down there where we are.
All right, there's Connor. He's going out, and he's going to throw the ball into the end zone to number 5. That's Rice and Martin in the end zone for a rollout toss. It was nice touching the ball. Touchdown, Tigers.
Beautiful, beautiful play. The quarterback play this year, I think, may make a huge difference in how the Tigers look all year long.
All right, joining us now because we had our times off are the KPYK listeners, 102.5 and 1570 AM. Job on the field commander, and Tigers went straight down the field and scored first in this game. It's 7-0 with 7:07 left in this first quarter.
Yeah, Juan Abundis, is that correct?
Juan Abundis is correct.
Abundis, I believe he's punting and kicking this year.
He
is
does.
what I understand.
Yep.
And that was a beautiful PAT for him also. I'm excited with the, I can't say that I wasn't excited last year when we were running the ball so well and so effectively. But when you could put another dimension to it, it just makes everything just flow so much better.
Well, you and I were kind of talking about that at the beginning of the game because our
Back from last year. Terrell's going to have to get to the ball and get there quick.
Yeah, that's right. This is Juan Buzz to the 22-yard line, fielded there by Mount Pleasant. Great downfield coverage by the kickoff team by the Tigers. It's going to be 1st and 10 Mount Pleasant from their own 30-yard line, I believe.
That shows you what speed can do as far as on the coverage. But as we come jumping off the line, that's where we're going to really see.
Mount Pleasant comes out in twins, and they got 2 back set with a quarterback in the backfield, so it looks like a dead T look. They try to run a stretch play to the left side of the offensive defensive front, and the Tigers do a decent job on bundling him up for a 4-yard gain.
Well, that's what they're going to have to do, Shuck, on defense. They're going to have to fill the gaps and make sure that they stay in their assignments and they can bottle these guys up at 3 and 4 yards and not let them get out and do the long runs.
They have twins to both sides this time, and they're to the right, offensive right, and there's a good pitch and catch there. Number 8, that's B.J. Brandon from Mount Pleasant, who does a good job on making the catch and then getting downfield up to the 49-yard line of Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, the quarterback for Mount Pleasant, Carter Cook, very impressive. He set his feet, he threw that ball, he threw it sharp and accurate, right on the line. So we're going to have to watch him if he's going to throw the ball like that. That's going to be another thing we're going to have to look out for.
There's a trips look for Mount Pleasant. Trips are into the wide side of the field, which is on their side. Quarterback gets the snap. Of course, he's in the shotgun. He reads it. We get good coverage downfield. So he takes off, and he's bundled up there. It's a really.
And then it just kind of broke down on him a little bit. A good move by the quarterback. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you get sometimes the quarterback's going to make that move and get up there and make some positive.
Are pretty well stacked in the defensive backfield with speed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mount Pleasant's all tight except for one wide receiver towards the Tiger bench. That's going to be a toss sweep to the left. And the Tigers read that all well. They were trying to run into Keandre over there on the right of the defensive front, and the host of Tigers there with Keandre make a stop. And it's going to bring up third down in that same 5.
I bet the coaching staff was ready for that because haven't you seen it?
Exactly.
Yep.
Mount Pleasant comes out. They've got twins look on both sides. They're stacked on both sides. One in the backfield to the right of the quarterback. It's just a regular replay, and number 10 hits the hole running. That's Tony Grant. Nobody touches him until he gets to the third level of the secondary. When he's finally brought down, that's going to move the sticks down to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, Mount Pleasant.
That was a great play call by Mount Pleasant. I mean, it kind of caught them a little off guard with the set that they had, which is the same double set.
Yeah, same double set this time. However, the Abraham Fofana comes up from a linebacker position. I think he's playing linebacker. He's listed as DB. Does a good job of bringing.
Leader for the Tiger defense. He did such a good job last year, and looking forward to see what he could do this coming year.
All right, Mount Pleasant comes out with the trips look to the Tiger bench, one in the backfield beside the quarterback. It's all throw. It's a slip screen. I'm going to call it a slip screen where 2 of the wide receivers block. The other one comes back under it. However, the quarterback misses his mark. It's going to bring up third down in that same 9.
I may have to disagree with you. He kind of hit him in the hands and he dropped it, Shut.
Okay.
but
the
pass
deal is incomplete.
Yeah, the ball was on the ground, so it wasn't in his hands. But this third down right here is really for this early in the game really kind of critical.
There, you get no argument from me there. And it's going to be It's going to be an RPO, is what it's going to be. And he finally cuts. Get it down to the Tiger 5-yard line. That's going to move the sticks. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Well, just another good read by that young quarterback that they have for Mount Pleasant. He did a great job. He stepped up there, and I thought he was running. And in fact, if I'd have been a little bit further down, did he get past the line of scrimmage before he threw that? He was real close to getting there.
Close to it, but Mr. Whitehat nor the side judges called it. So Mount Pleasant's all in tight with this 1st and goal. It's going to be quarterback keeper all the way, and there are 2 or 3.
Teeth of the defense. Get him out rolling or something, but man, then you don't get him punished like that.
They're going to roll. They're going to line up the same way. Tigers are going to the game. We're going to take this time to introduce to the radio
Terrell,
listeners.
the first time out of the half.
Good to be on with you. I appreciate Chuck asking me to be up here with him.
We did. We were going to do some things radio wise. Ray Dunlap, he passed away, unfortunately. and Jim went with us several times last year. So I was in a spot to try to pick up somebody, and I asked Jim to do one home game, and he's agreed to do all 5 of them.
There we go. Hey, I look forward to it. I had a lot of fun up here. It's great seeing these young athletes perform. Not only that, we get to see the band and Tigeress at the halftime and all that, but Terrell's got a really good little team this year, Chuck. It's all new district. And we can talk more about that at halftime when we have some time.
Right.
But we're not going to get pummeled by Melissa and Lovejoy. Really don't know much about a lot of these other teams, but looking down at the teams that are there, Terrell, there's no reason Terrell can't win this district.
Yeah, looking at the district, it's a big team district. What I mean by that, there's lots of members in the district. So here we go. They're going to try that quarterback sweep to the left side of the offensive front. And I believe that was Keandre that came down. No, that was not Keandre. That was the other defensive end, and I'm trying to get a number on that came across and brought the quarterback down on the quarterback keeper. Good job internally there. However, it is 3rd and goal from the 2.
Well, this was obviously 2 down territory, but let's get this first down stop first. This 3rd down done first.
Correct. They're going to try to run the quarterback once again, and he's met at the line. He's met at the goal line, but his momentum carries him up and over the Tiger defender. So the Mount Pleasant Tigers are in for their first score of the night at 1:37 left in this first quarter.
Well, when they got down into the inside the 15-yard line there, Chuck, they just pretty much just bunched it in and made it simple. And they just executed just well enough to get that in. I don't know that he didn't land down before he got in, but it would have been 4th in a very small distance if they had called it.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Yep.
So here with 1:37 left at Memorial Stadium, Leon Vineyard Field, as you said a while ago.
That's right.
We have a tie ball game between your Terrell Tigers and the Mount Pleasant Tigers. You're listening to KPYK. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. It's a big booming kick. It's going to be fielded at the 4-yard line.
Could have been a lot worse, that's for sure.
Excuse me, I'm writing a few notes down here.
Well, let's see if the Tiger offense can duplicate what they did on that first drive, Chuck.
Comes Terrell out. Cooper in the back. One back sitting beside him. It's going to be his own read to number 4, this Cordrick. And Cordrick's down the right side in front of the Mount Pleasant bench, and he's got some speed. He may have had that big run. Terrell Tiger football. All right, trying to come back to you to Studio 101. I guess we're having some issues there. Coming back on KPYK though, they're setting the ball up after the quarter. Terrell Tigers are on the drive. Good run play by Tamon Ambers just a little while ago. That one went 40 plus.
Yeah, and Ambers is the one that run the last one.
That's
right.
Cordrick Johnson was the one that hit.
What? Ambers' run was just as impressive. I mean, maybe not as many yards, but he fought through 2 or 3 tackles and did a great job getting down the field.
Well, and here's the point that I was going to make, Jim, that you bring up is that we had we weren't one-dimensional at running back last year, but we had a very good running back for the last 4 years.
Yep.
And now we have a host of running backs who have been waiting to get their chance, and this season is going to be their chance, and 2 of them, Tamine and Cordrick, are showing out tonight already.
Oh, absolutely. I agree 100% on that. And I don't want to also want to say that the fact that their passing game seems to be a little different is opening up that for them.
Yeah, exactly. All right, dead T look in the backfield for Terrell, and Mount Pleasant is all over that. That's going to be a TOL, tackle for loss. TFL, I'll get it straight in a minute, Jim.
Yeah, it was definitely a tackle for loss, no matter how you want to spell it.
Second down and 13. I got rust mouth. Trying to get back on the radio after a whole year.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Yeah, sometimes you run plays and it just don't work.
Yep. All right. Wing right, twins left. We're going to do it kind of a jet sweep look to
Mount Pleasant. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic. First down. That is his first non-flagrant targeting.
Okay.
All right.
Non-flagrant targeting. So basically, I take from that is he came in, and just like we see, you and I watch college games all the time. What we see is a defender coming in, and he doesn't necessarily lower his head and hit with the helmet. Moves some way, and then there's head-to-head contact. So
Right.
I'm thinking that is exactly what that was.
That makes a lot of sense there, Chuck. And we just from our angle, we couldn't see maybe that happened. I'm glad that I was wrong, and it wasn't a hold or anything.
All right, first and goal from the 6. To the left of Connor, and Connor is all wrapped up. Mount Pleasant defensive line, that big, huge defensive line of Mount Pleasant, and grabs Connor back to the 9-yard line. So that's going to be a loss of 3 for the Tigers. Second down and goal from the scoreboard says, hey, I'll take Jasmine's eye anytime. So second down and 8.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate outcome of that play, but that's all right. We got, like I said, this is 3 downs for me. Non-district game, man, you got to get in there and punch this in.
Same set. We got. I think Coach is going to call a timeout there.
Yes.
He didn't see something
Timeout.
that he liked, so he's going to call
Terrell.
a timeout. So we'll go
Their
ahead and
second
take the
timeout of the
with
half.
With 10:03 left in the first, it's still 7. Terrell Tigers driving. You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 and 102.5 FM. Jim Cooper joining me, Chuck Whelan, this year in the broadcast booth for home games on KPYK and Studio 101. We're coming out of a timeout. Coach Sedbury didn't like something that he saw out on the field, so it's second down and goal from the 8. And he's still gathered up on the sideline.
Well, that's all right. You got 3 timeouts a half. Let's use this to settle down our offense. And let's go ahead and get in there and let's punch this in and get a touchdown out of this drive because they've had a beautiful little drive going. We just need to finish this off.
Dead T look in the back. Connor is under center, and now we move around, get back into our wing T set, and it's going to be a straight dive play with Cordrick Johnson running the ball. Looks like he might get down close to the 6-yard line, so a minimal gain there, but that's going to bring up third down and goal from the – Jasmine says it's a 7, so we'll go with 7.
Well, I thought he maybe got another yard, and then it's the 6, but I'm with you. Look, they got a better vantage point there to get to the 7. Nothing wrong with the straight handoff on second down there. Nothing wrong. Now is when we need to get a little bit more creative with the third down and 7.
There is, well, that's kind of a counter look, and that goes nowhere because that defensive tackle for Mount Pleasant read that rather well. What he did was he read his keys from his offensive guard. His offensive guard disappeared, so he followed him down. He makes the tackle on the little wing counter play, but Juan Abundance is going to come out and try to get this field goal for the Tigers to go up 10-7. I'm kind of like you, though. I would, if they would have got some more yardage on that third down play,
yeah,
I probably would have gone for it.
Yeah, well, I understand being seven out.
Yeah. And Juan does a great job kicking. He's got it up and he's got through the goalpost, so that's going to bring this score here with 8:41 left in the second quarter. Your Terrell Tigers 10, the Mount Pleasant Tigers 7. I think we'll just stay right here and talk.
Okay, we'll stay right. Well, I tell you what. All right, good drive by the Tigers. Yet stalled a little bit on them as they got it, where they didn't have much room to spread the field out as they got down there nearer to the goal line. I was a little surprised that they had the quarterback under center all three times, because when it seems like they've had the success is he's kind of been in a pistol. Am I right?
You're right. He's either in the shotgun or the pistol.
Yeah.
Shotgun with one of the running backs either to the right or the left.
Right.
To me, and that Connor is a different look quarterback than we've had in a long time, because he's more of a true quarterback than a running back converted into a quarterback. But what that does for you, in my mind, is if you're going to run that from either the pistol or the shotgun. He wanted to do anything with it.
They didn't want no part of that. that ball was in the air way too long.
Now we're doing something. Juan's still out on the field, and striped shirts are looking around. I'm not sure what the deal is,
Both sides.
because I don't see
Number
any
10,
yellow flags
Terrell.
on the field.
We'll have 5 yards to the end of the kick. First down.
There was something, because I missed the opportunity to turn my little speaker up here.
That's all right.
Oh, the flag's over here on our sideline, so we were offsides basically.
Okay. Well, they're still going to take it at 25 and try to go from there.
Yeah.
All right. Tiger defense. They were successful last time when they filled the gaps. If we don't fill the gaps, then we got a problem.
Kind of a interesting looking trips for Mount Pleasant towards the Tiger sideline, and their offensive line open. Is Tony Grant for Mount Pleasant, and we had a hard time catching up to him.
Well, he bounced off.
One left in this second quarter.
Well, that,
this second quarter. It's Mount Pleasant now on top, 14. All right, welcome back to Memorial Stadium. The Mount Pleasant Tigers are lining up for a kickoff after their impressive short offensive run there on that last drive. The running back, like you said, goes quick when you get 60, 65 yards on one run. It's about 4 or 5 yards into the end zone.
When it landed.
Yeah, when it landed.
Yeah, boy, that's a nice kick.
Yeah.
All right, well, Terrell's just got to get their head up and do what they did on the first drive. And for most of the second drive.
Yeah, I was going to say most of the second drive too, because we didn't stall till we got down inside the 10-yard line down
right.
there.
Right.
So it's not a fact of it not being able to. We just need to finish that big one because evidently.
previous spot. Replay. First down.
Result of the play puts the ball at the 26-yard line of Mount Pleasant. Now first down and 20. Ball carrier is number 10, Tony Grant. Tackle made by number 70, Benny Hickman. No gain on the play. Now second down and 20. From the 26-yard line of Mount Pleasant. Cook with the keeper. Tackle made by number 16, Kenneth Allen Jr. 5-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down and 15 from the Mount Pleasant 31.
Timeout. Mount Pleasant. Their first timeout of the half. False start. Number 8, Mount Pleasant. 5-yard
Place it
penalty.
now it's third and 20
Remains
once again.
third down.
Which is fine. The point being is that we're one score down. Whether we do any, depending on this play,
Yes.
Third down and 20. From the Mount Pleasant 26.
we're either one score down or we have a chance to do something with the ball.
Yep.
He's going to spin the ball up, and he squirts out, but guess what? We're all over him right there, and we fling him out of bounds, and that's going to be an automatic first down. We slung him out of bounds, which is probably the wrong thing to do. That's a hustle play on that sideline by that young man. He didn't mean to sling him like that, but he did. But that's going to be a personal foul against Terrell. That's going to give Mount Pleasant first down.
Boy, everything.
Personal foul. Horse collar. Number 16, Terrell. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
when you make those kind of good plays and then have that happen.
All right, now we're back into it where the defense has to step up once again. He's going to throw out to the flat and hits him in the pass. Going to play that same 10 yards for second down for Mount Pleasant. Hi, Brant Davis. He's trying to figure out what we're doing over here.
Yep.
Everybody's listening to Brant. Brant does a fabulous job on making sure that for Studio 101.
Yep.
Sometimes he's a perfectionist and he hears something in the background. He'll come down here, turn a knob or something. Mount Pleasant, that's another procedure penalty. The wide receiver left early on the top, so let's back it up. Play second down.
False start. Number 8, Mount Pleasant. 5-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
15 yards though. Now they're behind the sticks again, Jim.
Yeah, that helps. That you look at this whole drive, and Mount Pleasant has done nothing but kind of shoot themselves in the foot. Just those mental mistakes and everything, and just that one Terrell little hustle mental. I don't. It was more of an adrenaline mistake.
It was a adrenaline hustle mistake is what I would call it. Trips to the the short side of the field and a handoff to the running back. That's number 10. He's a speedy guy, Tony Grant. He makes up a bunch of that yardage down to the Terrell 48-yard line, it looks like, maybe 47.
47.
So it's going to bring up third down at about 5 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. So Tony did a Mount Pleasant a favor. He made up a lot of that yardage right there.
Yeah, that kid's quick. Yes, please.
And then twins both sides. A fake handoff. He's going to roll out to the right, throw the ball out, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. Let me tell you what, cannot see the number from here.
I believe it's number 10.
10, Noah Lewis, did a great job on trying to jump that pass, get a hand on it, and then he couldn't hold on to it, but the receiver couldn't hold on to it either, so that brings up fourth down for Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, and also great job on the young man that cut that rollout off and made him make that decision and make him throw that ball when he did. Because if he hadn't been there where he was, it could have been another running play. All right, so fourth down, they're punting. Okay.
Punter's back at the 41-yard line. We have two punt returners back at the 10-yard line, It's going to hit about the 20-yard line. We just need to get away from it because it's going to bounce out of bounds. The Terrell Tigers will take over about the 15-yard line with 1:45 left in this half. I think we'll just stay right here if you don't mind, Jim.
No, that's great. Let's and I'll tell you what, let's utilize this 1:45. Don't we have 2 timeouts left?
We have one. We have one left.
Okay, we have a timeout left. I'm not saying get crazy and chunk it 40 yards down the field every play, but let's run a couple of plays. Run a couple of plays that are designed to get to the outside where you can get out of bounds. See what happens on these first 2 plays.
Well, and then here's something that we talked about earlier is gaining confidence. Our offensive line, our offensive set, our offensive team needs to have a little confidence because Mount Pleasant has been owning the LOS for a little while. Tigers.
And the fact that Mount Pleasant didn't call a timeout then kind of tells me, of course, this is going to be the more telling, though.
Throw it out to the flat to number 5. It is a good pitch and catch, and now he is slung out. And I believe
did they give him a first down?
I believe they just did give him Mr. Whitehead said it's a first down, so they're going to move the sticks from up to the 25-yard line.
Okay.
And it's first down and 10 for the Terrell Tigers. Twins to the left, and Connor is under fire, and he gets out of it. He runs up the 1 yard line, and that shows us what kind of legs he has.
Yeah. Well, that was a 15-yard gain that only shows as 7 but he was caught 8 yards deep.
Yeah,
he was stuck.
There's a zone read that we normally play to Cordrick, and Mount Pleasant did a fabulous job for a tackle for loss there. Looks like Coach is going to take his final timeout with 43 seconds left. So, to what we were talking about, we had several plays in
Timeout.
this.
Terrell, their third and final timeout of the half.
Little mistakes on our part to allow that to happen. It's only a 6-point game.
Yeah, and what we could have been looking at as far as disaster after that safety happened has turned in.
Timeout. Mount Pleasant, their second timeout of the half. Personal foul. They hit out of bounds. Number 8, Mount Pleasant. 15 yards from the end of run. Automatic first down.
Previous play was a 13-yard completion from Cameron to Johnson. Good for another Terrell. Tigers. Pass incomplete, intended for number 88, DeAndre Johnson.
Chance to try to have an interception. So everybody in the collective press box was going, oh my gosh, but it went incomplete. So it's second down, and right play, in my opinion.
Sure.
Because what he was going to do is catch it and run back out towards the sideline to save some time. Excuse me. Here's Connor back again. I like the way he sets up, and then he throws the pick, and that's not the good thing. It went to the well one too many times on this right side of the offensive front. There's 16.
Now first and 10, Mount Pleasant. From the Terrell 42-yard line.
And they're all the way back. We've got him all the way back into Mount Pleasant territory at the 46-yard line.
At the end of the first half, Mount Pleasant leads 16-10. Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, we proudly present the Dolls of Northeast Texas, the Mount Pleasant Tiger Dolls. The Dolls are under the direction of Mrs. Keaton Broach. Our 2024-2025 Tiger Doll escorts are Raphael Cauldron, Brandon Carter, Gabrielle Castaneda, George Fife, and Jacob Holstein. Tiger Doll managers for the year are Stephanie Barrientos, Haley Castillo, Ariana Magoo, Dana Mendez, Kimberly Rocha, and Alondra Ruiz. officer line for the 2024-2025 school year include Junior Lieutenant Violet Castaneda, Senior Lieutenant Dory Macedo,
Lake Dallas are playing. Second quarter, almost halftime there. Lake Dallas is up 14-6 over the Kaufman Lions.
All right.
And for some reason, I have Texarkana in here, but they're Midlothian.
Midlothian.
Midlothian Heritage.
Yeah, Midlothian.
Sergeants are Haley Garcia, Kinley Jaggers, Maggie Price, Macy Stoker, and Head Sergeant Valerie Vega. Our Tiger Dolls of the Week are Eileen Alvarado and Esther Gonzalez. Our Spirit Girls of the Week are Mate and Alessandra Cervantes. Congratulations to our Tiger Doll staff members of the week, Miss Merriman and Miss Shandis. Watch now as the Tiger Dolls perform a high kick routine to jump. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and give a round of applause for the Mount Pleasant High School Tiger Dolls. The Tiger Dolls would like to thank our Diamond Boot Backers for sponsoring us for the 24-25 school year. Diamond Boot Backers are Alvin Scrap Metal,
Maben Realty, Styles Electric, and Texas Land and Lakes. The Dolls appreciate all of your support.
Good evening. The Mount Pleasant Independent School District Department of Fine Arts proudly presents the Mount Pleasant Glowing Gold Band. Our 2024 show is entitled Diamonds Are Forever. The directors for the band are Dr. Theodis Luckett III, AJ Garcia, Brian Bass, Kieran Luckett, Chris Richard, Sherry Sullivan, Marty Newman, Peyton McClendon, Gracie McClendon, Abby Grinder, and Catherine Phelan. The drum majors are Bruno De Leon and Neftali Gonzalez, and color guard captain Addison Heron. The marching band techs are Spot Sachai and Sebastian Campos. Student teacher is Hillary Englehart. And now, the award-winning Mount Pleasant Glowing Gold Band. section of the week is the French horns. Color guard members of the week are Andrea Garcia and Leticia Willis. The MPHS percussion students would like to give a birthday shout out to their percussion director, Mr. Brian Bass. Happy birthday, Mr. Bass. The directors would like to thank parents, band booster club, school board, administrators, taxpayers, band managers, and faculty for their support. The band would also like to thank Jenny Lacey Campbell, Garments Program Pharmacy, Creative Catering, Andrew and Kristen Arnold, The Beauty Room, Pilgrim's Pride, Wood Air Conditioning and Plumbing, and Next Level Super Premium Pet Food for their generous donation to the Mount Pleasant Band Program.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your grand champion, Terrell High School Tigerettes. Entertaining Tiger fans since 1951, Tigerettes are under the direction of Cody Early and Tiffany Troll. Your 2024-2025 Tiger Officer Award, Junior Lieutenant Jill Stewart, Senior Lieutenant Sandra Brown, Senior Lieutenant Brianna Scrambler, Senior First Lieutenant Malaya Verno, and the 2024-2025 Senior Captain Mackenzie Knowles. Tigerettes of the Week are Diana Franco and Emily Duarte. Tonight, the Tigerettes will be performing the Streamer Jazz routine to the classic song Ain't No Mountain High Enough, performed by the Terrell High School Band. Tigerettes would like to thank family and friends, administration, and the Tiger Band for their continued support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Terrell Tiger Band. Drum majors of the band, Jonathan Maldonado, Guillermo Flores, and Kevin Espinoza. Band directors are Ashton Carter, Jose Leon, Leo Chavez, Cordy Collins, and Roderick Boyce. Band members of the week. The band member of the week is Annette Amandar. Section of the week is the low brass section. And gardener of the week is Tristan Henderson. And Ashley Moore. Terrell's 2024 March show is entitled What Grows After, including soloists from the Brayton, Socorro, on euphonium, Brighton Gregg on trumpet, and Alexa Madden on flute. Band, you may begin your performance.
Terrell Tiger Band would like to thank the parents, teachers, and administration for their support for this marching season. Welcome back to the field, your Terrell Tigers. As we set to kick off the second half of play. Back to receive for Mount Pleasant, number 12, Dexter King. Kicking off for Terrell, number 17, Mark Lewis. This is big. Travels into the end zone for a touchdown. Now Pleasant starts the second half at their own 25-yard line. First down and 10.
Just their side, it's twins to both sides. Zone read right up the middle, and the defensive front collapses on top of him, for lack of a better term. That's Omari Thompson coming from, I believe, a linebacker spot for a no gainer. So that's going to bring up, the stick has third down, but it's actually second down in that same 10.
Yeah, number 10 had the ball that time, Grant from Mount Pleasant, and he's the one that really gashed them in the first half. He's a very speedy little individual, and it's good to wrap him up before he gets going.
Kind of the same set. They're on the same hash mark, same look in the backfield. It's a pump fake, and then he's going to throw it down the field. He's going to overthrow everybody, which is good for everything. Now, our safety on that side, he was in the vicinity. He didn't necessarily know where the ball was, but he was there in enough time to where he could either see it as it happened, come down and knock it out, or make a tackle if the catch was made. But he overthrew everybody, so good position there. It's a third down and 10 for Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, there was room for that reception to be made. Not a lot, thanks to the defensive back, but he just overthrew. I think it was just a timing route that didn't time.
Trips to the Terrell sideline from Mount Pleasant. Straight give in the middle, and the ball was on the ground. It got stripped out by the defensive front. The Terrell Tigers take over, I believe. Who was that, number 5?
Yep.
Is that 5? That's Ryson Martin. No, that's number 6. Abraham Fofana, the linebacker that comes in.
They corralled number 10 again, and this time he dropped the ball, and the Tigers were there to pounce on it, man. That's great.
You can call it an inside trap play, whatever you want to do. It's basically the guards are going to fold around under on the other side of the center, and then to mine followed him right in the hole for a big gain. The offensive front, he does a good job on trying to get a little extra oomph in there, get a few extra yards. To mine Ambers is who I'm talking about. Looks like he picks up 2, third down and 4 for the Tigers from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it seemed like we've had 3 different running plays on this drive right here, Shuck. The quick hitter on the first one was by far their most successful.
No need on the play. Brings up 4th and 4. On the Mount Pleasant 5.
As the Terrell Tigers came out, and they
Timeout.
lined up one right
Mount
behind
Pleasant.
the other one, right behind
Their
the center,
first timeout of
which
the
made
half.
Mount Pleasant burn the time.
Takes a little down. With the ball at their own 5-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Handoff goes to number 10, James Grant. Tackle made by number 55, Alden Moreno. Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 8 from the Mount Pleasant 7-yard line. First pass is incomplete. It's taken number 8, DJ Green. And coverage for the Tigers. Number 10, Noah Lewis. Ball deep inside. Mount Pleasant territory at their own 7-yard line. With 8 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Pass complete to number 12, Asa Nisbah. Result of the play is a 10-yard completion. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mount Pleasant from their own 17-yard line.
Third quarter. There's a zone read play in the back. Their big opening there from the offensive line. That was a good job on their point. And then our second line of defense comes up and makes the play. There was a Mount Pleasant player down, but then he pops up. But he's going to have to come out of the ball game because they had coaches come onto the field to try to take care of him.
Well, and that's number 10, their speedster. That landed on that
right.
ball that time. Yeah, he's going out of their game. That was their speedy running back that did so much damage in the first half. You're right. The offensive line set open, but the.
Hit by number 6, Abraham for one. First and 10 from Mount Pleasant 33. First pass is incomplete. It's into number 12, Destin King. He covers for the Tigers. Number 10, Noah Lewis.
Yep, so that goes incomplete, second down to 10.
Yeah, great defensive play by Noah, number 10 on our side. As you were talking about, man, our secondary has been extremely good tonight, Chuck.
Mount Pleasant's in the pistol formation with twins to both sides of the field. They're on the hash mark closest to us. They're still going towards the cemetery. There's number 21. He's the backup running back, and our defensive front does a good job on getting the push. That's going to be a tackle for loss back to the 31-yard line, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. They're behind the sticks.
Yeah, and number 33, Omari Thompson, was kind of coming on a run blitz that time, and he hit right in the seam that he needed to make that tackle for a loss.
You live and die by the blitz, and that time we live by it.
Exactly.
Twins, both sides, quarterback in the shotgun, one running back to his right. He's going to throw the ball.
Number 88, DeAndre Johnson. That's Johnson's 4th sack of the season. Result of the play puts the ball at the 23-yard line. Now with 20 yards to go, it's 3rd down.
He's going to try to go north and south. However, there is a host of Mount Pleasant players already there, so he goes down as soon as he starts to try to run. Nevertheless, we're outside our own 40-yard line. I believe it's going to be 42, 43 maybe, 42-yard line. So we've got good field position to start this drive.
Yes, we do. That was great coverage by Mount Pleasant's punt team, because their punter didn't do him any favor, because that ball did not get very high off the ground. And for them to get down there and circle 2 very, very swift running backs returning that was a good job by them. All right, offense, here we go. At least they didn't line up in the centipede or whatever they were calling that other formation they were doing.
Slot, not really a wing, but there's a slot to the left. Wide receivers out wide both sides, one in the backfield beside Cooper. To the right, Cooper's going to spin the ball over the middle. our receiver gets tripped up, kind of going over the middle. It was not pass interference. It just got feet tangled up, and he topples to the ground. Ball goes incomplete. Let's replay that same 10 yards.
Well, that's just one of those quick little timing routes that quarterbacks and receivers, again, they could do it all day in practice.
Yeah.
But they got to get their game timing down on that. But you're right, it didn't really make a difference that time. Feet got tangled.
Not a jet sweep, but it looks like a jet sweep to mine Amherst. He was lined up in the twins towards our sidelines. And the Mount Pleasant coaches are wondering why that ball wasn't called dead further back. And you know what Tamine did is Tamine was slung on top of a Mount Pleasant player.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't whistle the ball dead. Tamine regained. I mean, he didn't touch the turf. He got up and started running again and got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep, that was a great effort to get there.
Oh, yeah.
Because they read that play beautifully.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Here's Cooper. He's going to try to throw the ball. Oh, well, he almost got out of that. There was a lot of pressure from Mount Pleasant. He was going to throw the ball, and then he took off, and then somebody shoestringed him. So it's going to be a good defensive stand by Mount Pleasant there. The Tigers are going to have to punt. They are about 4 yards back from where we originally started, so Mount Pleasant did a great job defensively right there.
Well, it seems at halftime the defensive units listened. Perhaps the offensive units will wake on up on this. We don't want them to on this next drive because they'll be Mount Pleasant, but still, get them pinned down there.
Punt attempt that he had.
Fumble.
Get the ball. Okay, there we go. I was about to say the first attempt that Juan was going to punt the ball and went over his head, and we had a safety. Second one, Juan got it high, not very deep. The Mount Pleasant punt returner fielded it and dropped it, and then the Terrell Tigers got onto it. So we're back in business offensively from Mount Pleasant's 33-yard line.
That was kind of like a 30-yard pass completion. Just happened to be a punt and a fumble instead.
That's correct.
Well, I'd like to see the Tigers get back in that pistol formation and, run those quick hitters. It seems like that's been more successful for them rather than the tosses and the toss sweeps because I think Mount Pleasant is fast enough to get to the edge. They're disciplined also.
Yeah. I don't know what to call that play. I know it's a toss, and I think what we did, and I can't. That was Cordrick. The line collapsed, so he kind of had to make what he could. Oh, good.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, it was a pass play all the way. Cooper comes back. He throws it out to the edge. He actually throws it to Keandre, who was lined up wide. Now, that's the first time tonight I've seen Cooper not set his feet.
He didn't set his feet well, but he had enough zip on that ball. Now, it wasn't the perfectly placed because the receiver had to fall immediately down. Yeah. There you go.
There's that quick hitter once again. It's basically the same play, and it's out to Keandre. This time it goes for more yardage because Cooper, like you said, set his feet, got it up to where Keandre could turn and run the ball. It's down at the the 12-yard line. So
12-yard line, yes,
big
sir.
First down for the Terrell Tigers in the red zone with 2:21 left in this third quarter. Reminder, it is Terrell Tigers 10, Mount Pleasant Tigers 16. Terrell Tigers are on the move at this point in time. Everybody in but one wide receiver. There's a quick hitter right up the middle. Oh, man, I like that. That's Cordrick once again. Quick hitter right up the middle, right off between the center and the guard. gets down inside the 5-yard line to the 4, so it's 2nd down and 2, I believe. Yes, we can make a 1st down inside
inside the 2-yard line.
Inside the 2-yard line, and I think we just put a bunch of beef in. So we went with the jumbo package, and that's exactly what we did. And then guess what? We're going to run right behind them and try to get in, and that's exactly what we do. That is a new player for the game. That is number 22, Keaton Morrow, who is one of the running backs by committee, Jim.
Hey, you know, there's enough running attempts out there for everybody, I guess.
That's exactly right. So what that does is that puts us at a tie ball game right here with 1:28 left in this 3rd quarter. So that 6 points that is hopefully going to turn into 7 here with the Juan Abundis kick. And it is up and it is through. So once again, the Terrell Tigers are in front of the Mount Pleasant Tigers. 1:28 left in this 3rd quarter. It's your Terrell Tigers 17, Mount Pleasant Tigers 16. You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's about time to kick off. Terrell Tigers are up 17-16 over Mount Pleasant. Juan Abundis is about to boot this one off from the 40-yard line. And Jim, we've been impressed with his kickoff abilities tonight. He's gotten in close to the goal line every time, except for the first one that he pooched.
I've been impressed with the young man on everything he's done tonight.
Yeah, fair catch at the 6-yard line, which they can do, and that'll bring the ball out to the
25?
25, yeah.
Well, that was a great drive, a way to capitalize on the turnover. They went, but as we were saying while we were off the air, it's amazing what 2 little passes to the outside will do to loosen up a defensive line. And from there, they went back to their running game, a quick hitter. And I told you, when they lined it up in the jumbo package, I thought, oh, no, we're running right into the string.
We have a legal formation, number 5.
But Terrell was successful. They just
5-yard penalty.
Overpowered him, collapsed one side of the line.
First down at the 30.
And the running back he pretty much went in fairly untouched.
Yeah. And the jumbo package is nothing new. We've seen that for years from a Marvin Sedbury offense. It's something that he likes to do in short yardage when we need something. All right, here's Mount Pleasant. They're lined up with trips to one side. They're going to throw it to the number 2 receiver who backs up. What they're trying to do is have the two wide receivers block, throw it to the 3rd one, and guess what? The Tiger secondary did a great job. There was no gain on a pass completion. It's still 10 yards to go, but it's 2nd down.
Yeah. The defensive secondary has been really, really good for Terrell tonight. And they played that extremely well.
Now Mount Pleasant's going with the twins to both sides, which they've done all night long. There's that zone read in the back, and once again, we are winning the line of scrimmage right now, Jim Cooper. With people that are a little bit smaller. But that's a tackle for loss by 3 Terrell Tigers. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. However, we are at 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They are going to have to snap the ball one more time.
One more play left in this quarter, Chuck. Great job by the defensive line to occupy everybody and let these secondary people, second level, defenders get in there and make that tackle.
Twins both sides. I thought there was a little movement there. There's Keandre Johnson one more time on we are winning the line of scrimmage. Keandre Johnson with a big tackle for loss once again on the Mount Pleasant quarterback, and the Mount Pleasant quarterback is not happy.
Well, when you get put on your back that many times in a row, Shug, it makes you unhappy.
Yeah, it's going to be fourth down in the Trinity River for Mount Pleasant when we come back. It's start of the fourth quarter. Terrell 17, Mount Pleasant 16. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football, KPYK, 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. All right, welcome back. The teams are coming back on the field right now, but I would be remiss a little bit if I didn't mention one more unofficial sponsor, and that's going to be J.S. Hellwig and Son.
Yeah, J.S. Hellwig's a great community partner for the school district, for the Chamber of Commerce, for everybody here in Terrell. Just great people with a great company that they run.
And they still provide a blue tractor to pull the Terrell Tiger Fighting Band line drive kick, yeah. And we let it drop, and Tamayan picks it up. I'll finish my thought in just a second. Tamayan should have just let that die, but he picked it up, and he ran probably 30 yards to get nothing. Because he ran sideways, and Mount Pleasant was on top of him the whole time.
Well, I'm just glad he made the decision to go ahead and do it. I was afraid he was going to be in between and just barely touch it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to catch it, you run with it, get it, go.
Yeah. Well, to finish up the thought, J.S. Hellwig and Son Trucking for years now has supported everything, like you said, in the community, especially the school district, but they provide that tractor trailer and pull the big semi-trailer full of band equipment anywhere we want it to go for free.
Yeah, they're great guys, and I'll be cooking a steak for them out there on Monday, so get ready however you want it, Mr. Hellwig.
All right, offense back on the field for the Terrell Tigers, 11:46 left in this ball game. Good third quarter, I thought, for the Terrell Tigers. We were lined up. Wing to the left. Connor hands it off. Mount Pleasant defensive front does a great job of bottling everybody up. It's going to be a tackle for no gain at the 31-yard line, so it's going to bring up second down. Oh, I'm sorry, they're going to mark it back 1 yard, so it's a tackle for loss, second down and 11 for the Terrell Tigers.
Well, Mount Pleasant's defense is pretty good, too.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen. We just don't want it to be big losses, and now let's go get a positive gain here. Sure would like to see another one of those passes to the flat.
We've got Kendry in the backfield right now. I guess he's going to block. There's that counter underneath to Mayan. And did Mount Pleasant make him bobble the ball?
As they hit him that first time, he kind of turned around, and it looked like he was trying to regain himself because he was going sideways.
Yeah.
But that was a great game. What was that, a 16, 17-yard pickup there?
All the way out to the 48-yard line. So it's a good Terrell Tiger first down there. Moving the sticks. We like it because they went from behind the sticks to up. Marvin wants something. We're not calling it. Are we calling a timeout? I guess we did. We called it
something, but it looks like Mount Pleasant has burned a timeout. Or they did that when,
they did that early
on the centipede play.
On the centipede. Interesting because I'm not sure who's charged with the timeout. Coach wanted to talk to Cooper.
Yep.
I kept calling him Connor, but his name's Cooper Kennemer. Nobody's been charged with a timeout, so I guess we weren't in a timeout.
I don't know.
I don't understand that. So there's that was a fake toss. It goes to Cooper, and he's rumbling all the way into Mount Pleasant territory down to 38. Great run by that young man.
That was a great run. And I tell you who the MVP of this second half may be, and that's your offensive coordinator, whoever's calling these plays. They've done a great job, I think, of keeping Mount Pleasant off their stride.
Yeah, there's Cooper again with the exact same play.
Hey,
throw another flag there, please. He did not. What we're talking about is they slung Connor down hard out of bounds. The first flag that came out is in the area of holding, more than likely. That was the same play. It's basically a quarterback sweep, quarterback lead, because what he does is he reverses out, and you have the wing and the running back lead him in towards the outside of the offensive tackle.
Holding.
Yep, exactly.
Number 52
and
and number 9. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Well, you hate to see that.
Excuse me.
See, I can say it for the second time since Tom Brady said it 8 times the other day. It's really hard to make 10 yards, and it's doubly hard to make 20. But, you don't have to make it all in one play, Shuck.
You don't.
And
the thing is, that first play from Cooper gets us down into Mount Pleasant territory.
Yep.
So we're going to go, and he looks like he wants to throw the ball. There's that flag. Okay, so that's going to be a late hit on a defensive player because Cooper that right in a little while. Cooper slid on the rollout. He got down the field. He got some of the yardage back on the hold, and he slid feet first. Mount Pleasant player, number 99, came across the top of him after he was already down the sliding. That's always going to be a
personal foul.
penalty.
Late hit, number 99. 15-yard penalty. Automatic.
Well, we deserve that yardage for what he did to Cooper on the sideline a while ago.
Yeah,
that one wasn't. It was a foul. Don't get me wrong, but that wasn't near as egregious, I thought, as what they did on the other side.
Yeah.
That's automatic first down, too, isn't it, Chuck?
Absolutely. 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 9:46 left in this ball game. They are marching down the field. Cooper has been under center most of this drive.
Well, that just goes to show what I know, what I didn't want him under center at the end of the first half.
Well, just a different look. That play from scrimmage there did not go very well at all for the Tigers. One of our basic plays over to the right side of the offensive front, Mount Pleasant did a good job on stretching that out and getting the running back down for no gain. 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. One wide receiver out wide to both sides, and that's a throw out to the flat. That's actually Keandre, I believe, that was lined up as the number 1 receiver. I mean, the only wide receiver on the Tiger sideline. He goes anywhere from the tight end to the wing to one of the wideouts.
Right.
So third down.
That's pretty impressive for a man that size.
Yeah. Well, when you're an athlete, you're an athlete.
That's true.
So now Keandre's in the slot, basically. Cooper's looking to get out. He had nowhere to throw because the defensive secondary for Mount Pleasant had everybody bottled up. Now, the very last read that Cooper would have had was on the very back side. There was a wide open Tiger on the back side, but he couldn't see it because he was trying to run for his life and find somebody to throw the ball to on the short side of the field, which is our side of the field.
What do you do here, Shutt? Go for it.
They're going to go for it. I think I might try to run one out there, but
does 20 to 16 do you any good?
It doesn't do you any different, except when you do that,
Look
you
at
do
there.
a hook and ladder and make a first down and possibly a whole lot more, which is in the playbook. So we run the hook and ladder to the wide side of the field right in front of the Mount Pleasant bench, and we make a lot of yardage, and it's first and goal from the 3-yard line. So Coach Sedberry and his offensive coordinator, who you like, we're going to find out what his name is and give him kudos for this whole second half.
Man, that was a beautiful play. I haven't seen that executed in a long time. I've seen it tried.
Mount Pleasant's going to burn a timeout.
Timeout. Mount
Somebody call
Pleasant,
timeout.
their second
And
timeout of the
us.
half.
No, it's us.
No, it's Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant called it. Their timeouts went down to 1. We're still at 3.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be all right.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you seen the hook and ladder tried and just not quite work? Well, boy, it worked that time. That was a beautiful play.
Thing. Now, answer to your question, Jim, is what difference does it make if you kick the field goal and make it 20-16? The difference is that 1 point. Because that way, if Mount Pleasant comes down and we stop them, they kick the field goal.
Okay, it's 20-19. Okay.
Yeah, they lose. Or they're behind still
right.
at 1 point.
They have to go for the touchdown then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas if you go for it and don't make it, it's still a 1 point game.
I guess I was looking too far forward in the fact that if you kicked.
You're not wrong. I'm just giving you my thought process.
Yeah, no, and I don't disagree with it because I was thinking, okay, you kick 2 field goals, you're at 23. Well, they're at 16. That's 23-23. But let's just score a touchdown and not worry about it. How about that?
Exactly right. Well, here's jumbo package once again. Off to the left side, which is where we're running. We're going to give it right to it and go right across. And we'll try to get you that number.
That's the same young man that ran it last time.
Tomorrow, last time.
Yeah.
Running behind the jumbo. So there you go with your prognostication of going up just to score the touchdown and be done with it. So that's awesome sauce right there. With 7:35 left, Terrell Tigers make the touchdown to go up even more points on Mount Pleasant. Now, Coach has got the offense in. They go up. And there's a jumbo package, and it's the same result. Did he
make it in? No.
He did not get in. Okay, so it's a 7-point game. There's your point. You go up by 8, but now we're at 7. So Mount Pleasant, if they score, they can tie the ball game.
Well, I kind of see it, Chuck. I mean, if you go up 25, that's 2 scores.
Yeah.
And you'd been so successful on the last 2 jumbo packages you ran down there like that.
I'd like to know how close he got on that because I thought he was close to getting in there. But you're right; they're successful on running on him. We scored a touchdown here.
Yeah.
Scored a touchdown down there.
Well, but for some reason, I sure would have liked to have Juan kick that. I don't know why. I mean, I understand the logic, but I sure would like to have had an 8-point lead.
Yeah.
But, hey, what am I doing here getting greedy? We've got a 7-point lead. Our defense is playing lights out. Let's just kick it off and go. Yeah.
Ron Washington. That's how baseball go. This how football go tonight.
That's right.
How are the Ags going to do tomorrow, Jim? Going to the swamp.
Swamp ain't what it used to be.
That's true. 2:30 start tomorrow.
Yep.
Jim's and mine's Aggies.
It is still pretty cool to watch them do gator bait. Hate to admit it. And I'd much rather play Florida than Florida State. I don't even want to get into Florida State.
Yeah. Here's Juan's kick, another booming kick. It looks like it's going to be right inside the 1 yard line and bounce into the end zone. Another big booming kick from one bonus. I'm liking one a whole lot.
Yeah, he's done a
Over
good
the past
job.
several years, he's done a great job kicking and just gotten better, you know. It used to be around here in Terrell that the head football coach, athletic director, would hire a soccer coach and tell the soccer coach, hey, you find me a kicker.
Right.
And I don't know if one plays soccer or not. I don't care because, you know, one thing is that we know he's our kicker on Friday nights, and he's doing a really good job at it.
Yes, he is. Outstanding job by young man. All right, let's see if the defense can keep the intensity and keep that little quarterback from Mount Pleasant, number 9, keep him rattled just a little bit, because I believe he felt like he was a little rattled last time he came out there.
Tony Grant is back in the game for Mount Pleasant, too, the number 10. Boom! Oh, big boy across the middle, almost had him an interception. That's number 70, Benny Hickman, who is one of the defensive linemen. The quarterback for Mount Pleasant was going to dump it off to said number 10.
Yep.
And Benny Hickman was right in the middle and had his mitts on it and couldn't hang on to it.
He just couldn't hang on, but he read that screen perfectly.
He sure did.
He read it perfectly. It just couldn't quite hold it.
All right, second down and 10 for Mount Pleasant. 7:29 left in this ball game. Trips out to the Terrell Tiger bench. Single receiver up top, one beside the quarterback in the backfield. Zone read in the back. Quarterback keeps it. Goes right up the middle. Mount Pleasant offensive line did a good job there. Gets out to the 33-yard line. It's going to be 2 yards short of the first down, so it's going to bring up third down 2 for Mount Pleasant.
Well, just a good job of Mount Pleasant at the time firing off the line. And that's going to happen 2 or 3 times when they have the ball. They've got a great, big offensive line. It's going to happen. Now Terrell just has to stiffen up, fill the gaps, take care of your responsibility.
Twins to the Terrell sideline, single receiver up top, slot to the right, zone read up the middle. Number 10 gets tripped up inside, which is good. And then number 33 for Terrell, that's Omari Thompson, cleans him up for a tackle for loss. Back to the 32-yard line. It's fourth down and 3 now for Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
Terrell offensive defensive front doing a good job.
Number 66, Monte Smith, blew that play up. He drove that guard right back in there to where number 10 had to take a different route than he wanted to.
Got him off the step.
Yeah, he blew that play up, and then the others cleaned it up. A great job by number 66.
All right, Twins both sides, quarterback in the shotgun as they always are. There's a timeout for Mount Pleasant. They're going to burn their last timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant, their third and final timeout of the half.
This is their third final timeout.
That's all their timeouts there, Chuck.
Yeah, interesting. Well, with that timeout, let's go ahead and take a short break. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. Both sides of the ball. Jim and I were just talking about how impressed we're looking with the Terrell Tigers on both sides of the ball. There's 6 minutes left, and it's fourth down and 3 for Mount Pleasant, and they are lined up in the pistol formation. Don't know if they'll do anything with it. They are going to try to stretch play it out, and he squirts out and gets a first down. Golly. They lined up with everybody in tight, had a stacked look on the right side of the offensive front. Pistol look, like I said, the quarterback took it, just quick. We used to call that a quick pitch.
Yep.
Tossed it out to the running back, and that wasn't number 10. That was number 3, I believe.
I think it was number 10.
Was it number 10? Well, he hit
10.
the side.
Yeah.
We had him bottled up early, but he had enough momentum to get across the first down marker. So Mount Pleasant lives for 4 more downs. There's zone read right up the middle of number 10, and let me tell you what, we went on that particular play right there. We went to owning the line of scrimmage once again. A little extracurricular right there, which is going to go against the Tigers. Didn't see what number did that, but there was a little, as we were owning the line of scrimmage, we had a little overzealous, and he shoved one of the Mount Pleasant player kids
After
right
the play,
into the turf.
we have unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 18, Terrell. 15 yards from hit and run, automatic, first down.
No, he's talking to that young man about that.
Yeah. You were joking about Leon Vineyard. Would he like the red and green stripe? I mean, the light and the dark stripes on the field. He wouldn't like that divot that Mount Pleasant player's helmet just made by getting driven into the ground either.
You know, that's that's a young mistake, but man, you just at this point in the game, it just hurts so bad.
Yeah, that pushes Mount Pleasant into Tiger territory, and he's going to take his shot and throw down the end zone. Oh my gosh, we gave up on the play, and that ball was laid right in there for a Mount Pleasant touchdown. That was a beautiful pitch and catch.
Oh man, that was. And I don't understand what happened to our quarterback.
He was right there, and then he stopped running.
Did he trip?
He just stopped running. I don't understand it either.
Did he? I guess he thought that he had overthrown him, but that receiver, I mean, it was perfect. He put on the jets and he gathered it.
Perfect. All right, Mount Pleasant, a chance to tie the ball game. You know, that's how football go. I said a while ago.
Yeah.
And here Mount Pleasant is on a beautiful pitch and catch. The extra point is up, and it is good. So with 5:11, we have a tie ball game. That's perplexing, Jim. Why? Or I guess your point being that he thought he overthrew him, but from our standpoint up here, that was a beautiful ball.
Oh my gosh, it was. Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, it was 40 yards in the air on a dime.
Throwing frozen ropes out here.
Yeah.
He hadn't done that in a long time in this game.
No. That's the first time he's been dialed in all night. All right. So here we go, Chuck. If we'd have kicked the extra point, they'd have went for 2 there. It may have been 24-24. Here's Terrell's chance to grow up and go down and win the game.
Well, and one of the things here that I don't know if you've realized over the years, but one of the things of the Marvin Sedbury offense is ball control, clock control. If we can have a sustained drive and eat clock and go down the field and not make very minimal mistakes, we'll probably be in real good shape.
From what I've seen of the Tiger offense this half, that's exactly what we're expecting. There may be a few plays that aren't going for it. As long as we're making more positives than negatives, let that go.
That went 8 yards deep in the end zone.
Yeah,
you know, we're talking about one abundance. The kicker from Mount Pleasant's got a big leg too.
Oh man, he's got a rocket for a leg.
Tigers gathering on the sideline, listening to Coach Sedbury, and he's probably giving them the information of, hey, let's play our game. Let's get up there running our offense. Let's get down the field, do a little clock. Here's a play we're going to run. Everybody do your jobs. Maintain your blocks. Don't do anything dumb.
Yep. And on the other side, Mount Pleasant saying, fill your job, do your job, and
don't do anything stupid.
That's right. See who's going to listen.
All right. Cooper under center. Once again, there's that lead quarterback dive play. Mount Pleasant has that dialed in, we're not going to get anything. That's going to be a tackle for loss, I believe. At least no gain. It's going to be a no gainer. So 2nd down and 10. We were successful in that 2 out of 3 times in the last drive, and Mount Pleasant has it dialed in. We're not going to fool them again.
No, I don't think so.
There's our little counter play that we would like to run underneath, trap play underneath, coming back with Tamayan. He gets, Mount Pleasant did a good job. It looks like Tamayan got about 3 yards out of it, but we do have a Terrell Tiger down. I believe that's one of the offensive linemen.
For some reason, I want to say that was number 7. Did I see that right? I hate to call a name if I'm not sure, in case a parent might be listening.
Well, the first 2 plays did not go as planned, and the player is now up. He is hobbling a little bit, and you were correct. That's number 7, but he's hobbling off on his own.
Yep.
Without any help like that. So he's got something tweaked there. It doesn't appear to be serious because he's already getting his stride back. He's on the sideline, and he's already got his regular stride back. So Zyron James is going to be back in the ball game before too long. I think he feels okay. 3rd down and 8 for the Terrell Tigers. Connor is going to have to do something with it. There is nobody to throw the ball to. Cooper, excuse me, I don't know where I'm getting Connor from. Cooper does a good job of getting up the field to about the 33-yard line. But that's going to bring up 4th down and a long 2 for Terrell. And it looks like Coach is going with jumbo package. I do not see Juan Abundis out there, and there is Cooper going back on the field. So we're going to try to get this 2 yards out of the jumbo package. We typically line up jumbo to the left. This time we're lined up to the right. Now we shift back to the left. And we're going to run by the left side. And let me tell you what, number 93 for Mount Pleasant. It was a hoss on that. That's Nehemiah Savage. He blew it up big time. Terrell Tigers are going to give it over on downs with 3:23 left in Terrell Tiger territory at the 32-yard line. What are you looking at?
This young man's limping. One of our linemen there. Is that 63?
Oh, right here on the side.
Yeah.
That does appear to be 63.
No, 65.
65 was
55. 55.
Alden Marino.
Yeah.
Okay. Big test for Terrell Tigers. Here's the thing. We've got to hold them in this territory right here, in this 10-yard
because
line.
we've seen how far their kicker can kick.
Yeah. Throw out to the flat. Oh, great job. But who was that? Number 16, Kenneth Allen over there. He did a wonderful job coming up. It was a good pitch and catch to the flat by Mount Pleasant. But let me tell you what, Kenneth Allen Jr. came up big on that. Big tackle for loss back to the 36-yard line. 2nd down and 13 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Open field tackling has been somewhat of a lost art that we see, but that was done picture perfect.
Absolutely was. All right. A little different look from Mount Pleasant. There's a trips look, but there are split trips on the Terrell Tiger sideline. Zone read in the middle, and the defensive front has that bottled up. That's not going anywhere. So it's going to be 3rd down and still long. They're still behind the sticks by about probably 12. So 3rd down and 12 maybe for the Mount Pleasant Tigers from the 34-yard line.
I don't have any facts or anything on this yet, but I just got the feeling that the Terrell defense is pumped up because Coach Sedbury said if we don't make this, y'all have to hold. I think he put a lot of pressure and a lot of faith in it.
Big 3rd down play here. Mount Pleasant's twins on both sides. They're going to spin the ball up. He's going to throw it down the sideline. Same play that they There is no flag on that. They're calling for it, but there's no flag on that. It was actually really good blanket coverage on the side. Another good ball thrown by Carter Cook from Mount Pleasant. This time the Terrell defender had blanketed, and there was nowhere to go. Now it's fourth down in that same 12 from Mount Pleasant.
Well, it was another beautiful throw, Shug, but there was nowhere to throw it. The defender, if it was the closest it could have done is hit the defender in the back of the head.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Twins both sides. Going to spin the ball up once again. We get to the backfield. This is going to go over everybody. Drop it. There you go. It's fourth down. We're both saying drop the ball. It's going to be an interception in the end zone. But the fact of the matter is, if he catches it in the end zone, it comes out to 20. This way we take over at the 34, so we gain 14 yards.
Yeah, drop it.
All right, we've got 1:39 left. We got all 3 timeouts. That's a great place to be. We've got to go 40, probably 40 plus yards to get in ones. Because I haven't seen him kick a field goal for an extra point. A field goal, not an extra point, from this far out. So I don't know how far his leg can go on that. He's got a big leg. We know that.
But you're right. We got to at least get that. I don't see him kicking more than a 40-yarder. Do you?
I don't. All right, Cooper's under center. He's going to throw the ball out to the flat. That's a great pitch and catch out there. I'll get you a number in just a second. It's going to be a first down about the 46-yard line. He gets way past the 6. Is that number 12 out there, Asa Townsend?
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. That's number 13, Ryan Thomas, that makes that pitch and catch. You know what? Cooper. God, I'll get that. Cooper did a great job. All I got to do is think of you, Cooper.
Yeah.
Did a great job spinning that ball out there. He looked very, very comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Big man Kendrick Johnson way out here. He's the widest out. Quick hitter up the middle and doing a good job on trying to get what he can. Mount Pleasant was all over it, but that is number 4, Cordrick Johnson, who is driving his legs. And Marvin Sedbury, with 1:19 left, wants to take a timeout.
Timeout.
Probably a good time
Terrell. Their second timeout of the half.
That run in the middle. But, hey, you're going to have to do that some to keep them honest.
Yeah.
You know, and the Tiger running backs have shown already tonight that if you don't hit them solid, that they can take off and take off for another 15, 20 yards. You know, it's that to me, that's not a bad play whatsoever.
And that was Terrell's first timeout. First timeout.
We've talked about it all night. They are a big ball club. They've got a bunch of good-looking athletes over there. This has been a very good game. It's been going back and forth. You know, we've made some mistakes. They've made some mistakes. I'm just really impressed. I mean, I'm going to give credit to Mount Pleasant, but I'm just really impressed with our defensive secondary tonight, because they've done a great job. Crossing pattern. Oh, my gosh, number 3 for Mount Pleasant. We were doing a crossing pattern in the back. The Terrell coaches want a horse collar, which we're not going to get that. But let me tell you what, that Mount Pleasant linebacker, I believe that was number 3.
Yeah, it's number 3.
Ashad Smith was shot out of a cannon. And made a tackle for no gain.
That is tremendous.
That was awesome. So the Terrell Tigers are still, it's third down and 10 from the 46-yard line. Cooper is in the shotgun. He's going to throw it across the middle, and that is a
first
catch.
down.
And that is a catch and a first down.
And he gets out of bounds.
Keandre Johnson gets out of bounds to stop the clock, so we save a timeout. Stops the clock, which is more important at this point in time. There's 35.6 seconds left.
Man, I tell you what,
fight.
He's had saddle marks on him because they just rode him the last 4 yards. He wasn't going down. He was getting out of bounds.
That's correct. Saddle marks. Cooper in the shotgun. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw into the flat. Oh, that's a great catch right there.
Yeah, and then he handed it back off behind.
He did. He was going out of bounds and handed it back off to Tamine Ambers, and he got a few extra yards there.
Right.
That was interesting.
It was. And now we're creeping up on field goal area, Sean.
We said we had to get 40 plus, so we're there.
Yeah, we're at 44, I believe, right? 27 plus 7 plus that 10? 44?
Yeah. We're at the 27-yard line. 26.9 seconds left. We still have 2 timeouts left. Cooper running a quarterback keeper up the middle. Cooper is he's using his legs. He is finally brought down at the 9-yard line. What an excellent run by Cooper.
And a great call. And a great call.
Great offensive call.
Yeah.
We are in business now. 13 seconds. Clock is ticking. Cooper under center. Hands off to Tamine. Tamine gets out of it.
And he went in for a
Terrell.
touchdown. How about that?
Gosh, what balance did Tamine Ambers just have on that play? He was bottled up to the right. Mount Pleasant had him dead to rights. He pivoted out, had some balance, had some strength, and went back left and got into the end zone.
I was fixing to scream timeout, 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 and he bounced out of there. And look how much time's left, Shut.
0.3?
0.3 seconds when he went across there. Wow. Wow.
I hate to see this. We got a Mount Pleasant player down.
Oh, yes. You never want to see that.
Yeah, that's number 93, Nehemiah Savage. He's one of the big ones in the middle.
He's had a good game, too.
He has had a really good game. You know what? That is awesome right there for the Terrell Tigers.
Terrell, their second timeout of the half.
And Coach takes a timeout.
Well, I think he's taking a timeout just so he gather all those kids to make sure we don't get any type of
Please reset the game clock to 4 seconds.
Wow.
4 seconds.
Because I didn't know when he went under center, I didn't know if he was really going to run another play, Chuck. I thought maybe he was just going to run it down. Oh, they reset the clock to 4 seconds.
Okay.
And that's fair. But yeah, there was the way I was like I said, I was fixing to scream timeout to give the kicker a shot. But man, what second effort by number 9.
All right, and after this is over with, you and I will have a few comments before we leave for the night, and that's going to be one of the topics.
Yep.
All right, Juan Abundus, Mr. Leg here. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So that's going to 4 seconds left. That puts Terrell Tigers up 30 to the Mount Pleasant 23. So I had a little debate there back some time ago. Should we have kicked the field goal? The extra point? Should we go for 2? At one point in time, I'm thinking it bit us because they throw the dime.
Yep.
They score. They tie the ball game, and we're going, oh great, here we go. But that drive right there was awesome.
Yep. Yeah. That showed maturity beyond these kids' experience, I think.
And Cooper Kennemer is a junior. One of the juniors that you were talking about. How many juniors were on the team? Younger kids, and like we said, like you brought up, he was not the starting quarterback because we were running quarterback that converted quarterback, running back that converted quarterback. So Cooper Kennemer has done a fantastic job tonight being the field general, in my opinion.
Oh, he has navigated the boat tremendously. The other thing is, the defensive stand, when they did not make this 4th down here, the defensive stand that the Terrell defense put in was a thing of beauty. And drove them back 4 to 6 yards. before they turned it over on they had a long pass play, turned it over on downs. Like I said, I really think those guys got confidence by what the coach did.
I think so too. Pooch kick here by Juan Abundance in the middle of the field is fair caught there at the 25-yard line. So Mount Pleasant has 4 seconds left. No time comes off the clock on a fair catch. Mount Pleasant has 4 seconds with no timeouts to try to do something with the ball. So we know this quarterback can spin the ball. We know he's got range. We know his wide receivers have speed and hands. And as the safeties, you got to keep everything in front of you. I mean, that's the other thing is I think is almost as vital or vitally important also is the defensive line's got to get a push. If you just let him stand back there, then bad things happen. Exactly.
A bad thing could happen, but get up in his face and make him make a decision, make him throw the ball when he doesn't want to or off his back foot or whatever. And let's end this and go home because I really don't want any more of Mount Pleasant, to tell you the truth.
Well, Mount Pleasant comes out. Marvin Jr. called our last timeout.
Okay.
We were
Timeout.
lined up.
Terrell, their third and final timeout of the half.
Coverage, which means we were in prevent. We had 2 safeties and probably a cornerback, 30 yards off the ball. Sedbury Sr. Told Junior, I want a timeout. We need to talk about it some more. So,
well, that's all right. You got time. Hey, you save that timeout, use it. That's okay. I'm not sure I wouldn't have me a spy on that little quarterback. Just to mirror him, and then as soon as he thinks he's setting his feet to close that gap and just get something in his face.
Put some pressure on him to make him think twice about it.
Well, setting up in the very similar, if not the same formation.
Yeah. We got two safeties back. The ball's in the 25-yard line, and the safeties are back at the Tiger 40-yard line, and then we've got a cornerback closest to us, and they throw a little out play.
Oh my goodness!
And then that's going to be ball game because what they were trying to do is create a lot of space, which they had a lot of space, and they did run the ball quite a bit. So. But the clock is 0, and the scoreboard is your Terrell Tigers 30 and the Mount Pleasant Tigers 23. Jim and I will be back after the short break for some final words. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM 102.5 FM.
30-23. Fans, thank you so much for your attendance tonight. We wish everyone from Mount Pleasant a safe travels home. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week for homecoming. Go Tigers!
All right, Tiger fans, the score has gone final here at Memorial Stadium, 30-23. Your Terrell Tigers won the game. Jim and I have talked about this and talked about this and talked about this throughout the night. We are so impressed with the fight in our Terrell Tigers here and the willingness to do stuff. Connor Cooper, whatever I'm calling you tonight, Cooper Kennemer, I've said it once or twice, maybe 3 times tonight. I'm impressed with that young man spinning the ball up, being the field general. The two-headed punch in the backfield by Tamayan and Cordrick, like that. I'm more so impressed with I will always give the offensive line credit due when credit's due. I think they did a great job tonight. but the defensive side of the ball played lights out, I think.
Tremendously. And like I say, that last stand after Terrell had turned it over on downs, Mount Pleasant had the ball with 35 yards to go or 30-something yards to go to put the game basically not out of reach, but very much in peril by scoring that.
Yeah.
And the defense just came up so huge. A couple of plays for a loss, and thank goodness we didn't get that final interception. It saved us some yardage. Wow, man. And both sides, both of us, Chuck and I were looking at the size of Mount Pleasant on both sides of the ball.
Before the game started.
Right. And, man, size isn't everything.
Well, the fight and the tenacity of our players just came out tonight. So, that gives me a lot of positive thinking there on what Marvin and his people are doing. And I'm going to steal your thunder, Jim. No, I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask you who the MVP is tonight.
Well, second half offensive coordinator is. I thought he called a tremendous game in that second half. He put a few more little wrinkles in than he had in the first half. And you know what? We needed every one of them to get the job done. But, man, I thought he called a tremendous game in the second half. Not every play worked, but not every play is ever going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, but he switched it up enough. You were a little worried about putting Cooper under center versus in the back. But you know what? It works. That kid feels good in this system, and I think it just is an awesome thing to do. All right. You got any parting words?
No, just congratulations to the Terrell Tigers on a great win. And, hey, starting out at home, 1-0 at the home, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I'm looking forward to a good season.
And nothing wrong with that at all. Well, hey, Jim will be with me for 5 home games this year. And our next home game is next week. Guess what? Coming, Course County Tigers.
Okay, well, it sounds like we need to whoop them too.
It does. Well, he's Jim Cooper. I'm Chuck Whelan. Let's give Chuck Monkern some props. Back at the station doing things, and Brant Davis and his crew down in the Studio 101 booth. I'm looking at him. He's not looking at me, which is okay. But for everybody here, for Terrell Tiger Football, we thank you for listening. You've been listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. Good night.